thank y'all for my new subscribers, the views. I really appreciate the love and support. Like, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Ellie, back with another video. For those of you who don't know, I am pretty, and I have not started testosterone yet. I'm hoping so in the next few months. I don't know. I still haven't even met with an endo or a therapist or whatever, so I'm kind of behind. But my goal is to at least have it done by Christmas. I would love to start testosterone ASAP. But I've also am in the process of the issue of not having insurance, and like I'm in that phase of trying to find a new insurance. And so I've heard a lot about United Healthcare, and like they cover testosterone, they cover top and bottom surgery, and like all these other things. Like it's really good. And so I think I'm going to go that route. But trying to pass pre-T is hard. For those who don't know, like every day of your life, at every moment that somebody addresses you being misgendered it's a really hard thing to like deal with and kind of just come to terms with. Like my students call me Miss Johnson, or like thank you ma'am, or like thank you for coming ma'am, or hey ladies. Like it's the most simple things like that that's just like really like, why are you assuming, you know what I mean? Which is okay, but then I'm like, look at me, like I know I got the anyways. I'm just like, it at some point it becomes hard and it becomes very frustrating, and it definitely affects my dysphoria. I do have a lot of dysphoria when it comes to being called by like she, her, you know what I'm trying to say, and just being misgendered. And also I find it hard, especially with like mainly being at work, because it's not like I can be like, no, you're wrong, it's not ma'am, or no, you're wrong, it's not her, you know what I mean? And people just assume, because at their first glance they're like confused, and then when they look and they be like, oh, that's a her, and I'm like, no, you were right the first time. Like you can go back and say what you said the first time. Like I don't know, it's hard to explain. But I do go by he, him, his pronouns. For those of you who don't know, he, him, his. And I am grateful for the people who like respect that and has taken the time to transition those pronouns. But also I don't hate the people who struggle with it. Like I can't be mad at you for not adjusting to this change, especially when it's visibly hard, because if I visibly looked like a man, it'd be easy. People are like, oh, him, like off the bat. That's just how society works. But because they have to think about it, think twice, and then like be on edge about it, they're kind of just like, let's play it safe and call him her. And it's just like, okay, but you were right the first time, so you could have just stuck with that one. But I don't know, there are times where I do pass because I think my hair, that's the only thing. Like I cut my hair June 2nd last year, and that was a big moment for me. I mainly cut it because I wanted to go natural, but as time progressed, I was very happy that I did cut it, because it has helped me become more comfortable with who I am and what I know I want to look like, and where I know I'm going. But even so, long hair just was not for me. My hair was here. I'm like, no, I barely like doing my hair, so it was looking rough every day anyway, or it was up in a ponytail or in a bun. Like, why waste the hair? But I cut it a year ago, and my mom was pissed. Like, she was livid. She didn't talk to me for like a month, maybe 2 months. I think actually the rest of that summer up until around my birthday, sort of, kind of. And I don't know, it was just like, I just stuck with it. I was like, you know what? She's mad, but I love it. Like, it was a little weird being bald at first, because like I cut it all off. Like I had a fade. And now I'm natural. I've been natural for like a year and a couple months. And it's actually not a bad length. It's about right here when it's, heat and all that stuff added to it. But I was so in love with like the fact that I cut my hair. I was like, yes, like you finally did it. Like I've always wanted to cut it. So backstory. Back in high school, junior year, sophomore year, senior year, either junior or senior year, I cut my hair myself in the bathroom with my parents just in the living room watching TV. And when I tell you I came out the bathroom and it looked so bad, when I tell you I think my mom was more pissed that time than she was this most recent time, because at least it was nice and it was, edged up and clean. Excuse my language, fucked my shit up. Like it was, wow, it was rough. And I'm just like, I think back on it and I'm just like, I was bold. I was BOLD, capitalize the whole word, bold, like, and it looked rough. And so the worst part about it was I had to go to school the next day, and my mom made me, because we could only get a hair appointment for 2 days later. And so I was going to school, my first 2 days of school, going there looking beat up. Like it was just crazy. But, I made it, and then I ended up getting it, because I messed it up so bad, they ended up cutting it even shorter than what I was originally going for. And I was like, okay, like my head a little big, but I can make it work. And I did. And so at first it did look a little weird, but once it started to grow in and like really, it did the damn thing. But I grew it out because family. And then in college, I went and cut it a year ago, before my last year of college. And I was just like, I'm bald, but, I had a fade. And for those of you who don't know, that's just like cutting it to level 1. And I was cute, my little bald head at times. I mainly wore hats because I was so conscious it's uncomfortable in a sense. Like I wasn't fully comfortable yet, but my girlfriend at the time made me very comfortable. She'd be like, oh, you look cute, bald head. Or like, we're not going to reminisce. But anyways, she, very comforting. And she made it much easier for me and my self-esteem. And it was just like, I was like, all right, I can get used to this. But I still wore hats a lot because I think I liked the way it looked better. But once my hair started to grow and it couldn't really fit hats anymore. So now the heat just burns my face. I'm just kidding. But I sometimes actually get gendered as he. Some people do call me sir, or they'll then like apologize. But then some people do actually think I am a he. And so I think it's interesting that I get both. I do get more of being misgendered, but I don't take those small times where I do get gendered properly for granted, because it does make me feel good. Like I'm like, ooh, that's what this feels like. You know what I mean? And the thing I enjoyed the most was that it feels weird to keep referencing her, but my ex-girlfriend, she and her family were so supportive. Like she started calling me he, her family, her mom, her sisters, her sister, her brother, grandmother. I managed to do the same thing for everybody. They all called me he, and I was just like, and the thing is, it was still new to me. I wouldn't say uncomfortable, but I think I was nervous. And I was like, is this right? Like, is this what this feels like? And after a while, it became normal for me. Like, it became comfortable. I was just like, if somebody called me she, I was like, it's not even okay anymore. Like, you need to know, even though they didn't know. You need to know. But the thing a lot of people need to know is that when we are misgendered, we don't hate you. Like, and when I say we, meaning most transgender individuals, we don't hate you if you misgender us, but we ask that you like educate yourself on the fact that this is what we now want, and you respect that. It's different if you're a stranger and you don't know, and then I correct you. That's different. Or if you are around me and my friends and they call me he, just observe and at least take the fact that, okay, they said he, so maybe I should say he as well. But don't be that person to, I have this conversation with you and saying, hey, look, these are my pronouns, this is what I'm not comfortable with, and then being the asshole to say, well, you were born a woman, so I'm going to call you she, or just blatantly ignoring the fact that I now use different pronouns. that's just rude. That's just like your mom calling you, naming you Bobby, and I'm calling you John, and you're like, that's not my name. Well, you a boy, so I'm gonna call you John. Like, that don't make no sense. So like, it's just like I don't understand or respect the people that do that. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. But I use things like a binder to flatten my chest, even though it's hard because I was naturally born with a big breast, and I'm jealous of all those trans guys who were born with itty bitty titties. And it's just like, how, come on, itty bitty titty committee, like, let me in. Like, I'm just trying to get there. And it's just like, it's hard at times because most of the time I just want them gone, like completely gone. I hate that they're there, but at the same time I'm like, I cannot let it be, I cannot let it define who I am in the sense of, because I have breasts, I am a woman. That's not the case. You know what I mean? I want it to be where this is just a part of who I am at the moment, but this is not who I am. And the day I get it removed, the day I get them removed, it's gonna be a whole new day. Like, y'all don't understand. I'm so excited. It's just like the thought of even being there, and crazy because I'm so far behind. Not behind, like there's a timeline, but I'm still at chapter 1 of my process, and that's like chapter 20. But it's just like, I can see it. I can see my future. I can see where I'm going. I can see what I'm gonna look like. I can see that I will get there someday, and it brings me so much joy. You don't understand. But to this day, at the moment, I still face a lot of dysphoria. Like, it sucks. There are days where I don't even like to talk to people, and I'm just like, bro, you're gonna get there. Like, cheer the fuck up. Like, you got this. Like, you're still who you are. You know, you're not any less of a person. And one day everybody will see you for who you are. And I'm just like, but it's not. Because for those of you who don't know, I only ever came out once before last summer as being transgender, and that was to my ex at the time in high school, in like 10th grade or 11th grade, and she knew, and that was that. But I never said anything. I never did anything about it, but I always knew from that moment that I learned what it was, and I was like, this is me. I was like, oh, I got a label, okay. Like, it all clicked, it made sense, and I was just like, wow, like, I can't wait. And that has been now 8 years. And I'm just like, I should not have waited that long, because the amount of joy I could have been having, I'm not saying that my life was miserable, not at all. I'm very grateful actually for the life that I have, and the things that I've experienced, but I think it would have been on a whole different level. And even though it's not too late, it's just like, I wish, you know? And I think it would have just prevented a lot of things that I faced, as in depression and other things, and just like, I don't know, taking away a lot of the pain that I went through, and the fact that I would have already been out, and that my family would have been aware, and that, like, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't have had to go through that whole stage. And so, but it's okay, because that stage made me who I am. It made me strong, gave me thick skin. And now it's just like, any kind of discrimination I face, it doesn't faze me, because I'm Black, I'm socially a female, I'm a part of the LGBT community. Oh, and I'm trans. Like, there's really nothing more. Like, the fact that even being a part of the LGBT community, and I separated those because being a part of the LGBT community is different than being trans at the moment, because gay is in and trans is like a disease. You know what I mean? Like, you're trans, oh my God, I'm gonna get it. Like, what? No. And no, it's not a mental illness for those people. It's just like, that's crazy. That's actually a crazy thought to say. Transgender people have a mental illness. Well, if that's the case, where... Y'all, what I was about to say was really rude. I actually had to catch myself. That's crazy. No. Anyways, I I done lost where I was because I thought about those ignorant people. I I'm just ready. Anyway, I forgot what I was talking about, but I'm just ready. I'm ready to start tea and all that stuff. The things that I have done, for those of you, I might have waited this long to actually get to this part of the video, but I'm getting here. I have started things like I only shop in the men's section. I use like men toiletries or masculine toiletries. Let me clarify. I'm sorry. I shop in the masculine section. I shop in the masculine toiletry section. I like my soap, my deodorant, and it actually really truly works better for me, even right now not being on tea. Like I smell good all the time, and but also like my shoes, my shirts, my pants, all from the men's section. At times, I do shop my pants though. Sometimes in the women's section, only because I still have curves and they show, and certain masculine pants don't fit me well, and so like, yeah, you know, I'm still like I'm just trying to look good. Like I can't be out here looking like I ain't gonna say that. Anyways, of course, I cut my hair. Like I said earlier, I purchased a binder last summer. Like as soon as I came out, my girlfriend and I were like, all right, so you know, like what could be the next step? And the next step that I took was purchasing a binder. And at first, the thing was I ordered the wrong size because I wasn't understanding the chart, and so I ordered the size one size smaller than what I was supposed to get. And she's like, no, just try the size. And I did it, and it worked perfectly. And when you first put it on, you're like, I don't think this looks right. But then you put on a shirt, oh my God, you're like, oh, okay, this is what's supposed to be like. Like, it's just like, it felt amazing. And there's never been a day I haven't worn it. I wear it every day. The only time I don't wear it is if I am sleeping, swimming, or at the gym. So any other time, catch me with my binder on because I'm going to be flat up in this. Anyways, yeah, those are the only steps that I really have taken or can take as being pre-T. I know a lot of people are like, you can do voice exercises and yada yada yada. I don't do that. That's just gonna mess up your vocal cords regardless. Like that's not healthy for your vocal cords. If your vocal cords are not naturally in that stage, don't force them to be there. But yeah, I don't know, being pre-T and trying to pass is hard at times. And for some people, it's a lot harder. For me, I have natural masculine, like, tendencies. And so, and, like, my persona is just naturally masculine. So it's just, like, it kind of works. But if you're not and you're kind of, I don't know how to explain it because but it works for me. But some people, I know it's a lot harder, but also that does not make you any less of a man. So I just want to say to all my trans men out there, trans guy friends, my bros, let me just say that. Words are hard for me, y'all. Like, I don't understand. I just be talking too fast. My mind be 20 pages ahead and I'm just here on page 5, like, wait. But yeah, to my trans bros, like, that are either pre-T or that are way behind in the sense of where I'm at. Like, they haven't even come out yet. They haven't even, like, decided if they want to tell people or just, like, are just too scared or still in the closet. Like, take that step. Definitely take that step. It's the feeling you get. And the funny thing is, like, I'm not even technically fully out yet. And the stage that I'm at is still a great load off my chest. Like, it's crazy. Like, just do it. But I say, live your best life, man. Like, this is for you. This is not for anybody else but yourself. Okay, y'all, look, I got bars, okay? Like, anyways, okay. Y'all, something is wrong with me. I don't know what it is, but something is. But yes, so this was just my little snippet of my pre-T experience and just things that I've done to try to pass and stuff like that. If you have any questions, just let me know. Oh, somebody did ask me. I have used the male maybe once or twice being pre-T, but I don't do it too often because I ain't trying to get beat up. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I know a lot of cis men are homophobic, and I ain't got time for them because they could possibly beat my ass. I was gonna say I could beat them, but they could possibly beat my ass. And so I'm just like, I don't know. I don't want to put myself in that situation. And so I'd rather just play it safe. But the funny thing is, even when I go into the women's restroom, I still get looks like, why are you in here? So this world is just too much for me. Like, I'm gonna just use the restroom at home and call it that. Okay? Anyways, but yes, thank y'all for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, whatever. Watch the whole thing or skip forward if you want to. I don't care. But I really hope this video helps with something or for someone out there. And I will be sure to add my social media again. So again, thank y'all for watching my video, and I'm out, boy.